I'll teach you how to bend it. Because more than you, I tell you this, more than you, foreigners want to buy property in India. Yeah, they want to. You know the reason? You want to buy there is for luxury. You think life there is very happening because you see that in movies, na? Let me tell you, bro, doesn't happen. In movies, they show, na, guys have this aspiration. Movies, they show that you travel to a foreign company, the girl comes up to talk to you, you become very. It doesn't happen that way, bro. It's equally difficult here and there as well. Trust me. Experience. It's not that easy. Whether it's India or Russia, you need to have talent. That is what is needed. Coming back. But why do they invest in India? Because India is a developing country. They put money here, money will grow. We put money there, it doesn't grow, it remains the same. Or it will deflate because that economy is already developed. We are still developing. That is why people want to buy houses in India. So now you tell me, I'm going to write something right now. But do you see that there are foreigners who are purchasing property in India? They do this. It means first I'll write the provision, then I'll show you how they are doing. So first let's write. Section 4, holding foreign exchange. Because nobody should stop you from getting rich. Even I was called to ITAT. The basic what means they do not this investigation and stuff. So I got a notice from income tax department on my own income. When they called me, they told me that, sir, the problem is that we have called you is that you have purchased 2 bikes fully on cash. Okay. Which adds up to 8 lakhs fully in cash. And there is a home EMI which you have paid, home loan that you have taken. The EMI is also adding to 70,000. Okay. So I understood. So he was bragging about all my expenses and he told me what I have done. So it was good that I know that where I have spent money. So after that he tells me that this is all. So I was like, sir, what is the problem? Is there anything that I have done? So he's like, sir, you have done a lot of expenses. But then again I said, what is the problem? It's my money. I'll spend it the way I want to. What's the problem? If you tell me that I have not paid the taxes, you open my file, sir. I am a chartered accountant. You find any fault in this. I am ready to pay penalty. I know my books are solid. Open it. Why are you calling me for this bullshit that I have done expenses? So you are calling me. It is like, I just said this word, it is like you are fishing. You are fishing. You are trying to find something in me. This is incorrect. You need to have concrete evidence to call me. Then he showed me that this income tax return 2 years back, there was some problem with that. Sir, for this you are calling. My first reaction, for this you are calling. 10,000 rupees penalty. You deduct it from my account itself. I don't know. Basically, understand the fact that you can be rich. There is no problem with being rich. And you can spend money. I'm showing you. Okay. So for holding foreign exchange, let's make a person. Surya is who? He is the aggressive trader. Okay, let's make aggressive trader. So this is this aggressive trader. 80. JD. Oh. So here is JD. What is his name? Yeah, Jagadaku. Okay. So this is JD. Okay. Now, what JD can't do? As per the provision, JD cannot hold exchange Foreign security shares in apple. The only apple he can have is the fruit. Fruit. The fruit also she is asking what is fruit. Foreign security next. Immovable property. Guys. So these three things, oh, quickly, right, you have to write as well. These three things he cannot do. Not allowed. This is the general rule. Quickly draw, quickly. This is the general rule. Now, this was first introduced. Okay, this section was made. Then they understood, yeah, by this what we are doing is we are restricting the Indian citizens from getting rich. This is wrong. This is something we shouldn't do. So what we did was, then they added a note to it that with special permissions from the central government and RBI, Indians can purchase immovable property abroad. And when it comes to security and exchange, they said that can be done through authorized person. That is why IND money is allowed to do business in India. I'll make you write. First draw this. Getting doesn't look Indian, but he is Indian. JD, Jakadaku. He, Daku. Jack Daniels. See? Done. Drawing done. One note. You can. No. I have seen already. Right. Quickly. Note. However, the purchase. Right. However, the purchase of immovable property is allowed with certain restrictions and at the same time foreign security and exchange can be dealt with authorized person. Now, sir, I'll give you one example of how is it allowed and how do they do this. It is very simple, sir. You got the one way is you register the property in the name of a person who is in India. Like in my case, my brother has done it in my name. So he's spending money from outside India, but the property is registered in my name. That is one way. The other way is the person can get himself registered get the property registered in his name only, being a foreigner, but then you have to open an NRE account, which is known as a non-resident account with RBI, where you will transfer money and from there the banks can extract money for your EMI payment. So you need to have a non-resident account, which is known as the NRE account. See, I'm telling you, there is no problem We are not telling you that you can't get rich. We are telling you when you are rich, we want to track you doing things. Because we believe that when people become rich, they become more dishonest. So we don't want dishonesty. Because obviously, you have to understand that Ambani won't have properties outside India. Obviously, he will. But he's just disclosing it all clearly. That is the thing. Yeah, I have to declare the source of funds, obviously. But the thing is, if what do I declare? I clearly declare that it has been registered in my name. Okay. But it is the property where it is funded by my brother. His transactions are made in my account. Amount is transferred and from there the bank account is getting cleared. We disclose everything clearly. There's nothing to hide. If you're not doing something wrong, why to hide? And the best part is even if you're doing things wrong, don't hide. The moment you hide, they think that you're doing it. Be open. Okay. You think I have done this? Prove it. Obviously. Bank is an authorized person. All banks are authorized to deal in foreign currency. People other than bank, okay, are to obtain a license separate from RBI. Then, just read this once. Just give me 1 minute, okay? Read this once. Give me 1 minute. Just a minute. Talk for 1 minute. Okay, break over. 1 minute over. That's read uncle. Read the uncle example. I don't know whose uncle is this. Such a lucky fellow. Sanjay, read. So there was this doubt that came to my head. So I can't hold foreign currency. Does that mean in India? If I can hold it outside India, I'll stock up all foreign currency in a bag and keep it, hide it somewhere beneath. That also you can't do. Read point example number 2. If you have money outside India also, you got to bring it into India. Because holding means holding any place. There is only one way to escape this. You become person resident outside India. Then you do whatever you want to. Then they will come. Then they are there to hold you. See, if you disclose it here, then you are liable for tax. Yeah, Teddy. Having? Having what? Swiss bank. So that is the bank only, actually. See, money in Swiss bank is not traceable. I know that. You keep money in Switzerland bank, there the policy is that they will not disclose it to other countries. Then it's okay, no problem. But understand this fact, if they change their policy, you are gone. You are gone. And someday or the other, they will change it. Because how much will you have? When people know that all the black money in this world is there only, some days it will happen. How much will you hide? Okay. So don't hide your money in a place where everyone is hiding. Because when they get caught, you will also go down. Don't do that. Hey, come here. Okay, guys. This I have already done. After 3 comes 4, after 4 comes 5. But we have already done current account definition. If you open, I have already made you write current account transaction. That was section number 5. You go and write there section 5, where I have made you write definition of current account transaction. And it was there only. You were writing. But you didn't come that time. Okay. No problem. Even if it's my last day, I'm also giving honor to you. Reverse honor. Today I won't scold you. That is the honor. Sir, this question which is here, my class 12 student can also solve this. It is that easy an example because it is based on the chapter of balance of payment which was in class 12. Read. And this will come in your exam. They will change the answer, change the person party name, put it in the paper. Read. What is the discussion? Ah. That is null and void. Pooja, question is here. What happened? Read. I've written super example. It says an Indian resident imports machinery from a vendor in UK for installing it in his factory. As per the accounts and income tax law, machinery is a capital expenditure. Okay. However, under FEMA, it does not alter. That is, it creates an asset in India for the UK vendor. The UK vendor selling it does not create an asset for him. It does not create any liability to the UK vendor for the Indian importer. There is no liability as well. Once the payment is made, the Indian resident or the UK vendor neither owes nor owed anything to other country. Hence, it is a current account transaction. Okay. And plus, I'll give you a very simple reason. The property has moved and crossed the border. So whenever it crosses the border, I'll give you a better example. All these crap written simple. If the property can cross the border, it is taken to current account. If the thing that you are doing cannot cross the border, then it is capital. End of discussion. Okay. So, sir, imagine. Okay, there is a chartered accountant providing service from India to a MNC in London. Okay. So Nikhil is employed by McKinsey Group. Okay. And is providing service in London, Nikhil, from India. So the money that they are paying obviously is in dollar. Okay. Pound. Yen. No. So will it be, where will it be included? Will we take it to current or capital? Current, because the service is literally crossing the border from India to, okay, they can even make him cross the border, calling him outside to do the business. They can have that. Then also it is service traveling, crossing outside the border. Okay, Pakistani people, they enter here. Tell me, answer it. See, you know Hindi. Basic Hindi, you know. Yeah. क्या है या क्या है या that is Hindi. Oh, you still need explanation for this. Okay, now I've made various examples, see, just to make things clear to students. Manoj and everything, I think it's clear to you. Okay, so example number 4, please read. You have to explain everything once you read. Okay, hero, what you're beating him or what? No, then continue. 4, as long as you're not beating him, he is on camera. Once I turn off the camera. So it is independence. I love colors. Read. Now see sir, this will come under capital. You know why? Because it is created a, that is what you think. Please read the entire. Please read. Short-term banking facilities are given now there, that it will be included in current account. Definition of current account. What did I told you at the start of it? First use logic, otherwise prime. Check the definition. Prime is given now there. Any type of short-term borrowing or loans which are taken are included in the definition of prime, na? Current account. So we'll go into current account. Why did you use your brain? Sir, we had it, so we thought use it. Gift. A New York girl. New York as a gift, sir. Sir, we will have such a lovely conversation on gift now. You will love it. Just read the example. Because most of the people do shit with gift. Gift is where everything goes wrong. Gifting day is coming. It's 4th Feb today. 10 days. Oh, you know everything. He has experience of what, those people who post on Instagram dinner on Valentine's Day, they post, "This saal bhi main single ho gaya." He has experience of that. That this year also I have stayed alone. That's the experience that she has. Milestone achieved. That's it. Now let me read it. A person resident in India transfers 1,000 to his NRI brother in New York as gift. Any problem? No problem. Means this is a very good brother. This is me. Acha, who said acha? In India, transfers $1,000 to my NRI brother. He's a chartered accountant. As a gift. The funds are sent for person resident in India bank account. Obviously, I won't send it in cash. My bank account to the NRI brother's bank account. Person resident outside India. HDFC India to HDFC US. HDFC India, HDFC Pakistan, USA. Under the accounts and income tax law, they always use accounts and income tax. You know why? Because first with accounts, they are telling you the accounting treatment. Income tax, they are telling you what is the implication. They are not using law, which is what you are studying. Okay. As under the accounts and income tax law, gift is a capital receipt. Yeah. I know. However, under FEMA, once the gift is accepted by NRI, nobody owes anything to anyone and nobody gets anything from anyone. So it's a current account transaction. Think. And even in class 12, it was current account. It is only in accounts and in income tax that they treat it as capital expenditure because there they have to tax gifts. Na? If they don't treat it as a capital asset, and I'm telling you logic, if you don't treat it as a capital asset, then how will you tax capital gain? Right? But there is one place now where gifts are allowed. First or second? Who said both? Relation as well. Case study CA final. Mr. Manoj has completed the first year of its marriage. Alright. CA final case study. Mr. Manoj has completed first year of his marriage. And as on the lovely occasion, their family is getting them remarried. And Gifts are given by all relatives. Relatives. Just see. See. You are saying it is not taxable. Sorry. Taxable. I agree. But the reason which you are giving is stupid, totally stupid. You are telling me anniversary hai. And you will write this in the exam because it is anniversary. Sorry?
They receive the marriage certificate, then
The first marriage has an evidence of a marriage certificate. The second marriage does not have any evidence of the marriage certificate being made. So only the first marriage qualifies. The second one does not qualify. It's not considered a marriage in the eyes of law. So there is no gift allowed. Anniversary hai, that doesn't give an answer. Give reasons which are logical. Anniversary hai. Okay, sir. Yes, aggressive trader. Tell me, what have you made? Yeah. Now, very good question. Very good question. He says, as per Islamic law, a man can marry more than one person, and that marriage can be registered as well. So for them, does the income tax provide any different provision? Let me tell you, in that case, it will not be taxable because all of the marriages qualify as marriage. But obviously, they don't touch. I said I don't touch all these points. Religion is involved. I don't do. If they start all this in the paper now, the institute will become, tomorrow they will say that Yogi sir prepared the paper. The paper was prepared by Modi ji. That is why I don't do this. Now, sir, the question is, gift is allowed to. So what is the conclusion we came up to? That gift is allowed? Oh. But why is there a restriction on gift? In every law that you see, there is a restriction on gift. Why? Huh? Because they are misused. When FEMA was initially made, there was no restriction on gifts because it was a current account transaction, and you saw current account transactions are not subjected to any restrictions, freely permissible. But 4 years into the act, they realized that Indians are giving too much gift and they are getting too many gifts. This is not digestible. So what happened was they introduced restriction that now even gift will have certain restriction. Now gift is the only current account transaction which has restriction. Apart from that, none have restrictions. Please write. You all will write. Because what people were doing now, they were saying gift and they were transferring money. Smart people. Puja, 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 puja. Note. No, not note. Puja. Puja. Today Shakti is not talking with Sharmi. There is some problem. Maybe it's time to find new friends. Oh, right. Guys, give. Right, and dictating. Come on, Pooja. But right. Gift is the only. Come on, quickly. Yeah, I'm waiting. Go. Gift is the only. Guys, right. Sit. Gift is the only current account transaction. Gift is the only current account transaction. Gift is the only current account transaction which has restrictions. Pujo. Gift is the only current account transaction which has restriction under the FEMA Act. Under the FEMA Act. Under the FEMA Act. Pooja. Why are you like a mosquito to continuously do mean? What is this? Because you are having headache. Yeah. That's sir. Gift is the only current account transaction which has a restriction under FEMA. Go at one now. One. He also said one. Oi. Hungry? What is hungry? Hungry. Don't be hungry. Hungry for knowledge. Hungry for more. See, it's very simple. We have 20 minutes. I'll give you a break at 1 up till 2 for 1 hour. 2:30. For only 30 minutes I'll give, then you bargain and then we'll go at 1. That we'll do later. We are almost done with this. We are almost at page number 1833. The topic ends. Okay. Now please finish this. Since people use gifts, right? Since people use gifts for the purpose of transferring funds dishonestly. Therefore, if a person resident outside India, therefore, if a person resident outside India gives a gift to a person resident in India, such person has two choices. Always do the first one. Has two choices. First, spend the entire money outside. Spend the entire money outside India. Second, bring the money to India. Bring the money to India. Now in this airlines company, what happens is, when the crew travels to a place, let they have a layover. What is a layover? It's like on first day they go to a flight, and the next flight that they have is after 1 day or something. They get allowance in foreign country, in foreign currency. So that they can either spend or retain. Now the question arises is, if they retain, is there an offense under section 5? The answer is no, because the limit which is given to them is within the limit which is allowed to hold currency. And yes, there is a limit which I am going to discuss with you, where it is given how much foreign currency Nikhil can hold. There is a limit to this. And what he is holding right now is within that limit. That is why police is not getting him caught at this point. Otherwise, we have been teaching him via online in police station. That is the difference. Okay. So how many schedules are there in FEMA? 5 schedules in FEMA. Just give the okay. 9 minus 9. 9 minus 4, 5. So you give the heading once. Schedule 1, very important. Schedule 1, very important. Now what is Schedule 1? It gives you a list of those transactions for which you cannot withdraw foreign currency. Means for these transactions which I am going to tell you, you cannot withdraw foreign currency, that is, you cannot touch foreign currency. So Schedule 1 is transactions prohibited. Transactions for which foreign currency is prohibited. For which foreign currency is prohibited. The focus is on the word prohibited. We complete these transactions. There are 8 only. I'll explain all of you the 8 transactions, then you can go for break. And there is an acronym that I have made for it. Delhi NCR. National Capital Region. Delhi NCR. Very simple, very easy. 8 transactions only. Okay, let's discuss. What transactions for which withdrawal of currency is prohibited? What I have written, see, you cannot do this. Means even if you do it with an authorized person, it is not allowed. When I am saying it is what is the difference between the word prohibited and restricted? Restriction comes with certain condition. Nikhil, this is prohibited, means you cannot do it. When have you done a prohibition like this? In which case? Private company is prohibited to get its deposits from outside. Okay. So it's a prohibition and it's very funny. Okay. First it says remittances out of lottery winnings. And then it says remittances of income from race horses. And then it says remittances for purchase of lottery tickets. All 3 are related, I'll tell you. You cannot withdraw money to purchase lottery in foreign currency. If you win in that lottery, that money cannot be withdrawn. I'll explain. At the same time, you cannot place money on betting on foreign currency in race horses. Now let me explain all of it. There is a website Bet365. Okay? This is all you know. Bet360. What did you hear? Bet. I said bet. So on this application, you can literally bet on anything. There is live casino, horse racing, All categories are here. Now you will ask me that, sir, how is this possible? Because here everything will happen in foreign currency only. How will this happen? See, it is not illegal. It is void. You do it on your own risk. It's not illegal. It is void. Plus, remember what they are saying, you cannot withdraw money in foreign currency. This website, it will take money from you in Indian currency, place the bet in foreign currency, and when you withdraw money, it will give you back to you in INR. So it is not foreign currency. Everybody does business in such a way that they do not break the provision. Otherwise, how will they advertise? This Bet 365 is a very popular website. Very popular. You can place bets on literally anything and everything which is here. From casino to horse racing to betting in football, everything. All kinds of betting are done here. Not promoting anything, just telling you. So 3 types of things are covered by betting. Neither can you withdraw money to purchase lottery ticket. Neither can you withdraw money to bet on horses. Neither you can withdraw money if you win. That is in foreign currency you can't. So 3 points out of 8 done. Lottery sorted. Then it comes to payment of commission on exports made towards equity investment in joint ventures or subsidiaries abroad of Indian company. Simple. Underwriter. Joshua. Now what is happening is, there is an Indian company who is issuing shares abroad. And I hire Mr. Joshua as my agent abroad to sell the shares of the company abroad. Okay? The company is an Indian company. Okay? Now whatever commission I am paying to him, okay, that cannot be in foreign currency. That has to be in Indian currency, because I am a company which is an Indian company. Now I pay him in Indian currency, he gets it converted into dollar, that all is okay. Just I cannot withdraw dollar directly to pay it to him. I have to make the payment in INR. Okay, next. Next it says, remittance of dividend by any company to which the requirement of dividend balancing is applicable. What is dividend balancing?
Loan.
Say final.
When you take a loan, you have to give dividend to a company, will set off and give net dividend.
Where have you done this?
Dividend.
That's 27. It is there in income tax, bro. PGBP chapter, dividend balancing. You have not done it, it is in CA final. That day I explained dividend set off. That was not dividend balancing. That was that when if you have a loan due with the company and the company wants to pay dividend, what it will do is it will balance off with your amount which is due. That is not this. That is not this. This is totally different. What is this dividend balancing means? It's very simple. Now there are companies who wants to declare dividend even in case of loss. Okay. Now income tax is very clear. When you are declaring dividend, the company has to pay CDT. That is very much clear. Now if you are a company which wants to pay dividend even while incurring loss, so it is known as dividend balancing. Okay, dividend balancing, where you are trying to pay dividend even while incurring losses. So in this situation, what do you do is, it's very simple. Dividend which is being paid here by these companies, you cannot withdraw this dividend in foreign currency. The dividend has to be withdrawn either in INR, okay, means basically you will withdraw in INR, because understand, there is a foreign company, okay, it's paying dividend. I will not get it in dollar, because it will not pay it to me in the first place. It will pay it to IND money. IND money will pay it to me, or ADR, GDR. Remember ADR, GDR? It will pay it to the bank. The bank will credit my account in INR. So there will be a person who will be involved in this transaction. It will not be done. I cannot withdraw in foreign. I will be able to withdraw only in INR. So D is for dividend, and what was above that? Joshua. Joshua, underwriter. Joshua is underwriter. Okay. Now, sir, India is the biggest exporter of tea, coffee, and rice all over the world. ठीक तो है. Good things. Tea, cha. And coffee as well. But tea, though, it is primary. Tea comes from Assam, coffee comes from Karnataka, Jaipur, Kerala. Tea. Okay. But cool coffee is not that excellent. They just overrate it. Just overrate it. Because I have purchased a lot. I went to Kurg. I thought maybe coffee is different here. And he was that. I think the thing was the fraud customer. The texture that he made me taste was amazing. God knows what he gave me after that. And also give me a filter to buy, and it's like when I spend money, if you're telling me this is good, I take. Okay, this is also good. Now I have coffee, 4,000 rupees worth coffee. So much coffee. None of the taste is good. And then I again buy Nescafe. And it starts all over. Here also I came the first day, they have sunrise and all this in the hotel. First thing I did, I ordered Nescafe. And today I finished Nescafe, so today is the last day. The bottle got over. So it's the end. The coffee is telling me it's the end of your course. Time to pack up. Pack up whatever. Now I go, when I go back home, whatever packing up has to be done. That will also take 2 hours. Because for 20 days, I am here. More than 20 days. No, I came on 17th. And today I will be leaving. Tonight at 2 a.m. More than 15 days, 3 weeks. So everything in the room is at different places. It has to be brought to one place. And then it has to be ironed. Then it has to be packed. And then, so that is why I booked a flight at 2 a.m. Because I know by the time I finish all of this, gym as well. It's Sunday, na? Sunday they might be closed. Maybe not. But other things, finish, it will be 2 a.m. And then I'll text message in that group, guys, goodbye, all the best. Please do the homework, otherwise I have your numbers. And I should better get it. Because see, when I'm doing a match, your career and my reputation, both is at stake. And your career is very important for me. Reputation I can build later, no problem. Your career is very important. So every day, just one answer. In the morning, somewhere around 12, close to 12 p.m., I'll drop in the question. By 9, 12 a.m., in the 12 a.m. cycle, I want your answer. So if there are 162 people in that group, I want answers from 162 people, all of you. Okay? You should better do that. Because I won't take 1 minute also to at the rate and name you that your answer is not come. So please be obedient. Let me not show my true colors to you, which I was not able to do this in this 22 days. I am very strict when it comes to answer writing. You do all types of joke and everything when we are normally doing a class, but answer writing I am very strict. Because that is the thing between you repeating the attempt and excelling in that attempt. Okay, so you need to write. No matter how much time you take to travel home or whatever it is, bro. There is something that you have to do. It takes 10 minutes to write one answer. How many of you went back yesterday and wrote the answer again? Now you tell me. In a class of more than 100 people sitting here, 2 people went back home and opened the book and did it. What were the others doing? What were the others doing? I'll tell you what you were doing. You told yourself, class mein to likh liya. You've already written it in class. So we know. That is the problem. That is where the difference between 60, 40 and 39 is. 39 to 40 is just the difference between practice. 60 to 80 is precision. Anything above 80 means you are excellent. And anything below 40 means you are completely okay. So I want that answer. Okay. And now today or tomorrow morning, I will ask you again on Telegram. I should get better answers then. Okay. That yes, sir, we have done. And then if you randomly say yes, I might randomly ask you to send the photo. So don't say yes if you have not done it. Don't lie to me. Okay, next sir. So why did I ask you about tea and coffee? India is the prime exporter of tea and coffee. And it wants to do more. Because it has known for something. Why not do it more? So it was known for this. So now in India, they have a rupee state credit route. Okay, it is RSCR, rupee state credit route, where commission is allowed to an agent, but only up to 10% of invoice value. Means I can pay commission in foreign currency because say the person who is working outside for me, he will want in dollar na, to sell. I can't tell him, oh bro, take in INR. He'll be like, do your own. Okay, if I am working for you, you have to pay me in my currency, na? Why will I take the hassle to convert it? Now, if I am working for a foreign company, they don't pay me in dollar. They pay me in rupee. See, I work on YouTube. I have my own channel for YouTube. I get paid via YouTube. Their dollar is given. They don't give me dollar. They just show dollar. Like for example, they just show me dollar that this particular dollars are there for the monthly basis. Like it's like here only. Show. So they just show you that these dollars are there. But if you want that money, then you have to, when you withdraw, it will come in INR only. Okay. Like see, here it is showing, this is estimated revenue. It is showing for the month at 800, 270.34. Okay. This is not my channel though. This is the other 360 foundation that we do. Okay. And this is my one. Where is mine? This is mine. Tax. Shows a revenue of $216.71. Okay, so when if I withdraw this and it's written minus taxes, okay, so they will obviously deduct taxes, but this money will be coming to me after deduction of taxes and in I. That is if I withdraw. So I don't withdraw. $200 for a month. 200 into 83, how much is it? What happened? 15, 16,000. You need to earn more. This is the one-time service. Next, what is call me back service? How many of you use Flipkart? Are call center? You don't use Flipkart? Flipkart, Amazon, Myntra. Sometimes you go to the help and support. There is a service now. Contact us. Request a call back. So these services, payment related to telephone services, callback services, you can. And why are they using it here in foreign currency? Bro, generally, na, these are outsourced. The Amazon guy who calls you, na, sir, we're calling you from Amazon. Then he doesn't really call you from Amazon. Okay, he's not sitting abroad, he's sitting in India only. That they have outsourced it to India. So that payment cannot be made in dollar, it is made in Indian currency only. Last point, then you go for break. Remember, in order to purchase property in India, you need to have an NRE account. Remittance of interest income or funds held in NRSE scheme. If you have a rupee account, NRSE rupee account in India, where you are making interest income in rupee, you cannot withdraw it in dollar because it is incurred in rupee, na? Common sense. Now you go, then when you come back, we'll make you right. Now, even I am hungry. Go. Go eat. Hungry? I am hungry. Hero is lazy. Okay, guys. Come on, quickly. Write. You just write schedule 1 you have already written, na? Schedule 1 you have already written. Transactions for which foreign currency is prohibited. Now after eating you need sleep as well. Any massage? As a headache. Some See, Pooja is so active. Now she's again talk. Okay. So Delhi NCR, that is National Delhi NCR. Quickly, sit. Sanjay. Sanjay. Sanjay is always late. There is something wrong with Sanjay. Always late. But he's famous among ladies. Okay, stop quickly. Delhi NCR was our point. D was for dividend. You copy. D was for dividend. L was for lottery, if you remember. Now from lottery, I've made 2 points. One was for purchase, and the other was for winning. Both you cannot extract. Purchase also not allowed, winning also not allowed. Winning. Okay, NCR, N was for rupee account. Rupee account, you remember? Yeah, last one, that was for rupee account. Sanjay, what man, what? Every day late. Your friends were here. Non-resident special rupee scheme. In short, it is called NRSRS. Okay, NRSRS. Now in C, you have 3 things: callback service, callback services. Next, callback services D. Then we have commission. Now commission also there was 2 points if you remember. One was commission on shares and other was commission on T. OA don't talk. Commission on T. Okay, quickly copy sir. I'll do. Non-resident special rupee scheme. NR. What is he saying? What happened? Non-resident special rupee scheme. Oh, that. First you ask left, first you ask right, then you come to me. What I'm saying is, you can make a rupee account, a non-resident can come to India, make a rupee account in India. Whatever interest you are getting from them, you cannot withdraw that in foreign currency. You will withdraw that in rupee only because you invested the first one in rupee only. Only, ONLY. Only. Who called you during break? With whom you were on call? The person you were explaining FEMA? Who? Osta. Okay. Go on quickly, write guys. Sanjay, right, Sanjay? I'm coming. Any guess what will be our? Huh? I have. Race, race. R is race, horse race. But don't write horse race, just write racing. Horse race will allow other race if you understand. So it will be race. What if there is a cow race, bull race, bad people race? Not you. No. You did tell it's you. I did say it's you. Then who is that for? Pooja. Pooja, you are at the center of everything. Oh, quickly. Sir, we have 5 schedules to do. We do that, it's the end of the syllabus. Okay? But we have to do that. R comes later. And schedule 2 is a little wastage, but still we'll do it. Actually, you know this for a fact that even government, guys, settle down. You know this for a fact that even government, if it wants to spend money in foreign currency, it requires permission, right? Government departments, what I'm saying is, guys, listen, even government departments, if they have to spend money in foreign currency outside India, they also require permission. And today I'll be telling you a lot of government departments that are there. It's just a read purpose before exam. Like if you give it 10 readings, 10 readings as in during revisions you gave it 10 readings while you were studying everything else. And just before entering the exam hall, if you give one reading to it, you're not expecting anything from here. But what will I try to make logic with every name so that you remember tricky note, but it's just a game of remembrance, nothing else. If you're done with this, we'll move on to the next one. Done. So this was schedule 1 containing those activities which are what? Which are prohibited. Now comes my favorite, schedule 2. What is schedule 2? Schedule 2 will contain those activities which require prior approval of Government of India. Now when I'm writing Government of India here, it means Parliament. Parliament body. Here government will mean parliament body. It requires the approval there. It means all are going to be government departments. Let's go one by one. I'm not anything just. First thing is cultural tours. So basically what are cultural tours? You have seen in TV also they show Incredible India, Come to India, etc. etc. Plus government promotes this. I did not know that. See, like there are private hotels everywhere. But even after going to a tourist attraction, when you land at the airport, they also provide government quarters for sale. Like I got to know this after on my way back from Kashmir. That I can literally book a cottage for myself at half the price, right at the center of Sonmarg, surrounded by forest and mountains on all sides, right at the center. And that place was only 1,500 rupees a night. Only. And that is the same place where Donkey movie, where they means this Shah Rukh Khan's movie, which was before this came, Donkey movies were shot right at that center area where the cottage is. You can rent that for 1,500 per night. And you have to bring your own food, etc., gas and all they provide. And you cook your own, live, enjoy the scenery, and then you go back home giving the keys back to the government. The thing which I paid 10,000 a night for could have been done for 1,500 per night. So this is how is the government ensuring this? This cultural tours. What will happen if tourists come to India? Foreign exchange. Foreign exchanges happen. So all the expenses of maintaining these cultural tours, advertising outside India to make people come to India, it requires permission of the ministry, HRD ministry. You know the HRD minister? Sorry? Human resources, correct. Human resource development, HRD. Now you write short form. If you have your notebook here, do you have your notebook? Means the one you are writing right now. Okay, now you do make heading schedule 2. Activities, sorry, one is over. Schedule 2. Activities requiring approval of Government of India. Activities requiring approval of Government of India. Activities requiring approval of Government of India. In schedule 2, schedule 2, schedule 2, activities requiring approval of government. Activities requiring approval of government. Approval of Government of India. You understand GOI? Modi ji. Now you make 2 columns here. Okay. One column you make purpose and the other column you make ministry. Now we will write one by one to make it very clear for our own self. First, it is cultural tours. Cultural tours. Joshua is still worried about the university.
Yeah.
Alia. Cultural tours. So this is Minister of HRD, or maybe he is worried that after the class, will party be done by Tarun or not? Will Tarun give the party today? So Tarun, is there any party today? No. He? HRD, Human Resource Development. HRD Minister. Okay, next one. Now there is a foreign magazine. Advertisement has to be done in that foreign magazine. Okay. And the advertisement is done. Advertisement is done other than for the promotion of tourism. Okay. All three. The advertisement is being done for other than tourism. See, I have just bracketed that word other than tourism. Why? Because when it is for tourism purpose, it will come in cultural tourism. Okay. So if it's other than tourism, by central government and its public sector undertaking, means if it is done by the central government, any type of advertisement in foreign media. Foreign media means it is being shown on New York, that they have this big screen at Times Square. It is being shown there. Like the day the Ram Mandir was to be inaugurated, it was showing there as well. Yeah, New York Times Square. Didn't you see? Yeah. Big. Huh? It was being showcased a night before. Does it? I can keep you every day from 24 into 7 with me. Plus, yesterday you were not here, I know. Sleep. Whole day you slept. Okay. So then Joshua came with medicine, nothing else. Okay. Powder. Next. Right. Advertisement. Right. Puja. Yeah. Advertisement in foreign print media. Advertisement in foreign print media. He's scolding you. Next, who is the other person sitting there for approval? Since money is involved, Ministry of Finance is there and DEA. Because see, when you are dealing with two countries, money is needed and money is given from the economy. And economics is study of money. How do you make money? That is what economics is all about. So money and study of money coming together. Ministry of Finance and Department of Economic Affairs. DEA and MOF. So in department you write DEA and MOF. DEA, Minister of DEA, Department of Economic Affairs, and MOF, Ministry of Finance. Okay, because money is involved and money is being extracted from the economy. So both people need to be given approval from, taken approval from. Next, sir, sometimes you send goods through ship, Titanic, which he was buying in the morning. Jack. Remittance of freight of vessel chartered by PSU. What do you mean by a vessel? Vessel is a ship. What do you mean by chartered by PSU? Owned by PSU. Shipping Corporation of India. All the import and export that happens from India into India, most of the ships are owned by the government itself, which you see on the dock, the one covered with algae. I'm not talking about the cruise ship. They are too glamorous to look at. Not the cruise ship, the normal ones. They are covered with half algae, half area broken. Those ships I am talking. Okay. Now they are in the water. Okay. They are in the water. So sir, they are floating where? On the surface of water. So you take the permission from whom? The Minister of Surface Transport. Because it is floating on the surface of water. There are things to relate. You just need to have the vision. Okay. It's floating on the surface. So Ministry of Surface, Joshua. Ministry of Surface Transport. So Joshua entered. Joshua went out to do community service. Fill everyone's water. Very good, Joshua. That is the spirit. People have started clapping less for Joshua. I could understand. No problem. Actually, the main person, the clapping king, Mr. Usha, king, the king. Ship operated by PSU. Yeah, guys, see, if you don't relate and study, you won't remember this. Okay, so Ministry of Surface Transport, you just got to relate. Sorry. Public sector undertaking, Shakti ji. Yes. Next. What, sir? Ministry of Surface Transport, you will take 1 year to write. Next, sir. Now, next one is also related to water. The next permission is also taken by Ministry of Surface Transport. The only difference between above one and below one is it is now talking about outflow and the first one was talking about inflow. First one was remittance received. Now this one is payment made outflow. So now if Indians are sending any product from India to outside India, they will make payment for, if the government is sending, let's say the government is sending F-16s. Or sometimes let's assume that we don't import them, we manufacture them. It is sending an F-16 from India to Russia. Actually, it is made by Russia. Yeah. Good looking things are always made in Russia. Good looking Always rush. Next, payment made by PSU. Again, Pooja, you're talking. Pooja, you get a punishment. You have to stay quiet for 30 minutes. Straight, no clapping, no whistling, no. Absolutely quiet. Let's see whether you can fulfill this task. Your time starts now. No laughing as well. 30 minutes complete dead emotion. Sir, what is multimodal? Who will explain this to me? This is in GST. What is multimodal transport? Why do you know him? He knows. I am asking you people. What is multimodal transport? Basically, multimodal transport means whenever there is more than one. Wait. Multimodal means wherever there is more than one transport involved, that is known as multimodal transportation. It is there in GST. Bro. It is there in GST. Not yet started. It is there. So, if you see most of the goods that you order from outside India, or even if you order in India, they follow multimodal channel. Like, if I order something from, let's say, Chennai, after going to Kolkata, how will it travel? It will come to first either by sea or it will come by air or by train. And then it will be deposited or dropped at the DTDC courier or whatever it is. And then DTDC will bring it to me. So there are more than one modes of transport being used. Now here, what we are referring to is that the more than one mode starts with ship only. So the water is. She should have kicked you right to the board. Okay. So now it has to be related to water. So you see that the shipping director is being involved. Director General of Shipping. He is involved. Now understand one more thing. Whenever you move from multimodal, first ship is there, and after that there is something, let's say a car or a bus. A car, bus, transport, truck. Everything has a registration certificate. Yes or no? So you have a ship and you have a registration certificate. So both the committees are involved here. See, registration certificate from the DGCS, Director General of Shipping. He will issue a registration certificate based on which you will travel by ship and then by car. Remember, linkage. Certificate because car is involved. Ship because ship is involved. DGCS. DGS because ship is involved. And since both are involved, it will be multimodal. Because more than one transport is there. Linkage. Okay, Pooja, you can. No problem. I take the punishment back. Or you won't be able to control. What if you die in this process? Right. Registration certificate. Guys, right. Registration certificate from DGS. Director General Shipping. Guys. Now you use 2G, 3G or 4G or 5G on your phone. 4G. All the G's that you have on your phone. They are all internet service providers, right? You know that this license, this 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G license needs to be purchased by these operators from the government. You should know because the 2G scam is the biggest scam in the country till date in terms of size. The 2G scam. It's the biggest scam in the country. So sir, basically the license. Oh, wait. The license need to be purchased by this provider. Let's say Airtel is here. Airtel wants to provide 5G. Airtel buys 5G from the government license and then distributes it among these consumers. Spectrum. Okay. You are. There is this in PGBP 35 AAB, Achanak Bell Baji. ABB. ABB 35 ABB you have done that section? No? Then in your CFI. ABB. It's basically telecommunication license. It's not there? Okay. So when you purchase the telecommunication license, you have to write it off within 8 years. Whatever amount you have written off, that is allowed as business expenditure. Apart from that, everything is written back if you don't use it. Though I remember it as, see, when the phone rings, okay, you pick it up, right? So it's 35 AB, Achanak, ABB, Achanak Bell Baji. Suddenly the bell rang on your phone. 35 ABB, Achanak Bell Baji. Just to remember the section. Now she's doing the day you fail, na, then you'll do again. Now sir, TV channels that you have, the big Tata Sky that you have, all these previous to Tata Sky, what you used to use? Cable. Remember? Cable. DD National, all these, they function through transponder. It's called TV transponder. Basically what? To collect signals, and then show it on your television. So what I'm saying is, there is this media. See, this is all the TV, and all these things, radio, all communication panel, right? Nothing else. So it is called, it's basically for communication. And it is because of this communication that you are able to interact. Okay, like once you go home, you still talk to other people, right? These may be your friends. How do you interact? The moment I say break, she dials someone on that iPad or whatever type she has and she starts the communication. It's based upon what? The spectrum that government provides. Okay, so the communication happens by use of information technology. Okay, information technology being her device. Smartphone. People not smart, phone smart. Okay, and here, when on TV you see something, so it is broadcasted on TV. Even on WhatsApp, when you want to send one message to a group of people, you do broadcast message, right? So two ministries are involved here. Since TV is there, so we have Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, and since internet service providers are there, so we need to communicate. So that is called Ministry of Communication and Information Technology. So MCIT and MIB. MCIT or MIB, Men in Black. Okay, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, and the next one is MCT. It's Ministry of Communication and Information Technology. So two ministries, and this is the last one after that. Okay, oh, that's right. They can give you this as an MCQ, nothing better than that. Okay, so broadcasting. TV, I'm writing here TV, and for easy purpose, I'm just mentioning TV and internet service provider. Now he is thinking next time from break onwards, I won't. But there is no break. See, The moment you say no break, as if you have taken their life away. What do you do in break? You see each other's face. At least he talks on the. Beta, Corona. I was informing Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, and There it is MCT. No, this one. And what is MICT? Ministry of Communication and Information Technology. Ministry of Communication and Information Technology. Sir, if you see, how many ministries have we done till now? You don't need to be in order. See, one was transport, which was looking into surface. Okay. One was HRD minister, and one was DEA. Okay. So, surface. Okay. Surface. When you go on a ship, okay, the ship provides all facilities. You go on a cruise, they give you internet facility. No. You don't need to pay. You just go there. You are the influencer. No? You are Mukhtar. They'll bring you. They will bring you.
We need to pay extra for the internet.
Obviously, you have to pay this part of a package. No? I'm talking about cruise. Yeah. So let's say you went to the cruise. You paid rupees 1,50,000 for a 3-day cruise. Okay. All facilities included. Cruise is there. Television will be there. Internet facility available 24/7 and no lag because you are the one using it. Not everyone can buy it. Yeah, usually people don't. See, when you go on the cruise, what is the intention? To get detached from life and people who are there. If you still have internet, how will you get detached? Why? And the moment you put on internet, then there is this other thing. You're clicking pictures, then you want to upload. Human feel. Okay. Human feel. So you're on a ship. You took money with you. You went on a ship to have, you went on a ship. What was the purpose? To have a tour. To see beautiful places in India. Okay. Beautiful places in India. Till you reach your location, you are enjoying television and your internet. Yes or no? You are enjoying internet in hope of enjoying something else. Okay? The weather, the location, correct mind. Then you get down at that station. Okay? Then when location is reached, you get down. They will check your ID proofs. Before entering, they check whether you have the visa or not. And then only they will let you enter, no? Then only they will let you enter, no? Otherwise, no. Okay. So then they enter. This entire process is clear to you. Now, will you go on a ship which is completely has you? One cruise, it's on autopilot, and only you are on that cruise ship. Even if it is not haunted, you still won't have the guts to go. Ekdam. How many horror movies have you seen alone? Sorry? You saw her, then you saw her. Whole ship deserted, only you. Whole ship deserted, only you. No captain as well. Ship on autopilot. Autopilot. There is something which is known as autopilot. Uneducated people. How will you? So there is a person who is right in front of the ship. He is doing like this. That is why ship is going. So you will not go alone. Na? You want certain other humans to accompany you. Okay, let's relive the entire story. You need to have humans with whom you are on a ship. You go for a tour. Guys, people at the back. I know I'm not supposed to make you remember this, but if you remember this, I'll make you save on this pen. We all will remember this while going home. See. So there are various humans on the ship. We went on a tour. Yeah. Before reaching the location, we are enjoying television and internet. Once we reach the location, our IDs are checked. From human comes HRD minister. Okay. From ship comes Ministry of Surface Transport. From tour comes cultural tours which are handled by HRD. From ship you had Ministry of Transport. On a ship they charge money for you for going 1,50,000. 1,50,000 comes here, money. For tour you have TV and information MICT and MIB. And when you get down they ask you for ID, registration certificate of TGS. You remember the story properly. Everything is there in the story. I am going again. See. Now better. How did I come to know about this cruise? That something like this is going to happen. It was on an advertisement in the paper Economic Times. So on the paper of Economic Times, I saw this advertisement and I decided that I'll go on this cruise. Now I paid rupees 1,50,000 to travel on this ship with other humans, and some animals were there, for a tour from India to Russia. On the way, I enjoyed TV and internet both. The moment I got down, they asked me for ID, whether I have the visa or not. Now, if you see all processes and go again, Economic Times advertisement, Economic Times, Department of Economic Affairs. Advertisement given by human, HRD minister. Ship will go on the surface, Ministry of Surface Transport. Tour, cultural tours handled by HRD. TV, MICT, Internet, MIB. TV is broadcasted, information gives, internet gives you communication. And when you get down, they will ask you for your registration certificate. That is your ID. All the points are connected here. You just take 1 minute, read again. They're not supposed to remember. You are not supposed to remember, but just one time, go through this story again in your head. How did it start? And then we'll say it out loud together, all of us. How did this story start? All of us together, ready? Everyone. Okay. So first we saw an advertisement where, after seeing an advertisement, I wanted to go on a with other humans for a tool. Tool will have two things: TV, internet. From the ship, I showed my ID, that is registration certificate. This entire story, if you remember, you are done with all the 6 points. You just draw the story somewhere, whenever the place is. Just draw the story. Okay, I made it right now. We'll use it next time. Economic Times is the newspaper. Economic Times is the newspaper. Economic Times. Schedule 1 and 2 done, 3, 4, 5 left over. Simple topic. FEMA is the easiest. So much talking. Doesn't match the tune that we were picking up on. Try again. Done. Story done. Okay, take your time. No. Guys. Guys, guys, guys. He doesn't want to talk to you. He's not interested. He's not even. He's not silent. He doesn't want to talk to you. He's showing clear rejection. See. See. Some people can't take denial. See, this was the truth. That is why clouds are even making the sound. Okay. Shakti, what are you doing? What are you doing? Done? Okay. Even Gayatri does not want to talk to you. See? He is ignoring you. Done? Next page. Sir, after 2 comes 3. Give the heading schedule 3. Now, enough of talking about not approved, not allowed. Let's talk about what is allowed. How much money can Nikhil carry? 2,50,000 USD. 2,50,000 USD. Bro, in a year. Not every day. If he has that amount of money every day, then he is doing the wrong course at this moment. How much is 2,50,000 USD? Sanjay? 1 minute. Okay. 1 minute. Multiply. Quickly multiply. But what will you into it with? Very good. No, 6 is fine. Because 7 we'll use somewhere. Ministry, I know it's remittance. PI club. 2 crore? 2 crore, how many lakh? So if that kind of money he has every day, should he be studying? No, he should be investing. Okay, guys. What should we name this? Okay, schedule 3. Right? Limit allowed by RBI. Just name it as limit allowed by RBI. Let's rename it. Limit allowed by RBI. Limit allowed by RBI. Reserve Bank of India. Now, sir, there are 2 types of people. One are known as individual, one are known as individual, and then the next category is other than individuals. Other than individual does not mean animal. Though they also come under the same heading. But you are ready in interpretation that the law is not made for animals. It is only made for social animals. Man is a social animal. It's for man. Limit allowed by RBI. So there are 2 cases. One is for individual and the next one is other than individual. So first what we will do is, we will write individual right at the center of the page. Right at the center of the page. Right at the center of the page. Now what it is, they are telling you that you can withdraw up to 2,50,000. Okay, 2,50,000 USD in a financial year. But the thing is, they have also told you purpose. Means only for this purpose you can withdraw money. It's like basically I'm telling Nikhil, you can withdraw 2,50,000. And he's like, sir, for anything. So I'll order some marijuana from outside. No, that is not enough. Only for those purposes. Only for those purposes which I'm going to tell you now. This is a list of total 9 purposes. That is it. Only 9. So 3 will write this side, 3 this side, and 3 on top, or 3 at the bottom. On the top we are writing allowed up to 2,50,000. Remember, you are getting direct MCQs from here. 2,50,000 USD. Obviously in a financial year. In financial year. Students are exempted, okay? There is a relief for students. That is, if a student is there who is traveling abroad for study, obviously fees might be higher than 2,50,000. You can't tell the outside college said that RBI allows only 250, so keep the fees below 250. That doesn't happen. For education purpose, you have exemption. Actually, there is a scheme, sir, which is known as the LRS scheme. LRS, not NRS. LRS. Yum, no. LRS. So, LRS, what is the scheme? Liberalized remittance scheme. Where in education sector you can have more than the same. Even this liberalized scheme works for one more people that they don't mention in the book. Government servants. So basically, if I am obviously that salary won't be reached. It's only for high level officials. But still, if I am working in Indian embassy in US, so obviously I earn money. So I would want to send it to India, right? To my wife or my son, to my wife in India, the Indian wife. That's needed. So then you are sending money to India, right? To your loved ones. Now this, even if it is more than 250, since you are a government servant, it will be only for government servant. Now let's come. Let's write please. First, you went for tourism. Malaysia, truly Asia. What? Thailand, okay. After class. We'll book the tickets from here only. Together we'll go. Right. Wait, right. Okay. It says private visit to a country. There is something it writes in the bracket. 2 countries are not allowed. NB, notebook. That is Nepal and Bhutan. Okay. For these 2 countries, you are not allowing. Can you tell me any reason? Because the same currency, INR, which you are having here, you can use it there. That is why they are saying except these 2. I thought somebody more will answer this, but only one person came. The person with the most money. He has foreign currency, no? Private visit except Nepal and Bhutan. Now, sir, if ICI really wants to test you this examination, what it will do, you know? It will make a case study. Small case study, only 3 marks. Somewhere it will hide that the person is traveling to Nepal and Bhutan. And it will trick you with the fact that 250 USD is there. So, except Nepal and Bhutan, please highlight it. I accept you to be intelligent then, but I just don't rely on it too much. Private visit. Next, any gift or donation you want to give, no problem. Up to 250 allowed. So you remember, donations can be made outside India. They were talking about donation, na? I can do as an individual gift. They were talking about gift, na? I can go up to gift for 2,50,000 USD in India. But who gives that amount? Money laundering. Next, I am going to abroad for the purpose of employment. For the purpose of employment. Going to India for the purpose of employment. Okay, sir. Now there is a word that I am going to write and I want the meaning from you. Because these are things that you should be knowing. If you don't know, that means you are a little detached from the world, which is not right. Emigration. What does this mean? Sorry? What does this mean? Export people. Emigration means permanent settlement abroad. Now you please write the meaning to. Smarty. Thank God he did not say export of organs and then you make a human there. Settlement abroad. Just like Germany people are becoming. They are going for settlement. So basically, people in Canada come under this ranking. Most of the people from India travel to Canada. Even I also have a long-term plan. After 35, I'll shift to Canada. They allow Indian citizens to travel. It's cheaper there, na? If I want to teach after that, I'll go to become a college professor there. Oh, amazing class. Clap for Pooja. Amazing Pooja. Pooja, now you do. Come on, Pooja. Come on, Pooja. You do 3 reacts. Give me one tissue paper. Tissue paper. Because as long as it was falling on something else, it was okay. Now it fell on my phone. Now it's needed. Thank you so much. Don't clap for this. Pooja has won. Great for Pooja. Now Sharmi will give you 200 rupees.
You told not to clap and I didn't.
Okay, no problem. Okay? But just one thing you have to do first, you have to write on Sharmi's head. You write anything on her head, 200 rupees is it. You want to write? Okay. Next. Sir, there is this usually doesn't happen like this, but your mom is settled abroad. You are in India and you are sending money to your mom. Oh, your mom is settled abroad. You are in India and you are sending money to your mom. That is maintenance of close relatives abroad. That can't get more close than mom, right? She is the closest you have. That's a fact. Maintenance of close relatives. So you are incurring any, and these relatives should not be the ones who talk behind your back. Well, that is not the criteria, but yeah. Maintenance of close relatives is the criteria. Last but not the least, this in this category, the last one is traveling for business purpose. Now comes Thailand. Travel for business purpose.
Business purpose.
And business only. Actually, Joshua has made the image of Bangkok. If Joshua could go there for some years, sing some lovely songs and come back, he can make a fortune out of it. Oh, you guys done? 6 points done? Okay, on this side. Is there something missing? Some important, one important point, 2 important things are missing, which were there in Prime. What are those? There are 2 important points here which are missing in, which was there in Prime's definition. What are those 2 points? Education and medical both are missing here. Those are my last 2 points. Okay, those are my last 2 points. Education and medical. Now you ask me, sir, what you said 9 points. The last one which is there now, is the inclusive definition. The last one says any other transaction which is characterized as current account transaction. Means whatever is under Prime will come under this. Any other transaction, as Prime. Any other transaction of current account as Prime. Sir, if you see how many items you have written, 9 items, but I want you to remember 8 is fine. So it is the common things. First my travel, first my own travel, next my business travel. either medical travel or education travel. So 4 travel is done. Travel has 4 points. Travel has 4 points. Either you do it for yourself, or you do it for a company, or you do it for education, or if you are not well. So sir, from this we understand, from 9 points we understand that there is one point which is common. Travel has 4 points. Tuck, 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 tuck. So it is personal, business. I'm trying to make you remember all this, nothing else. Business, education, and medical. So if you see, sir, can you tell me any other purpose for which a person travels apart from this? So that is a part of work only. So personal, business, education, medical. Is there any other way that he travels? Any other purpose? What is it? Personal tour. Tour is also personal. I went for my own personal tour, now, or it's a business tour, either business or personal. Any other? Sorry, business. It's basically for earning profitable gains. Now, why am I asking you? Is there any other way? Now? Because I have covered 4 methods. I want you to have this thought in your head that when travel comes, every way that travel can be is already in that list. So that eliminates 4 points out of 8. So now you only need to remember other 4. Hey. Which way you are forced to leave the country? Sir, first of all, let me make it very clear for you. If you have done some shitty business in your own country, they will deport you somewhere else. They will put you in jail first, if your own country. And if you have done some shitty business in someone else's country, they will also put you back in your home country. Not that I'll do something in Russia and they will send me to don't do it here, go to Australia. So they will tell me back to India only. No? So this condition, the scenario which you said is not applicable only. Think, because then I'll be coming to India. No? Here so I'll have INR. Here I'm not being in dollar. Doesn't work here. Only for samosa they take. This camera is obstructing me. Sharmi, pick up the camera. No, sit. Right? Exam. I'm coming to that. Yeah, we are under the liberalized scheme. Basically, that is it. Okay. Guys, this is done. 4 of them are done. Sorry. Right.
You have said that for education purpose there are no limits for transaction. But if it is education and travel.
I'm traveling for education. Right? These I have written to make you remember that there were 8 points, not to make you remember something else. Now I will obviously provide exemption. Now why I was asking travel, there is one more thing that none of you stupid said. Even if I want to settle abroad, still I will have to travel. Na? Immigration was also under travel. His voice did not reach me, it reached you. So immigration will also be there. Na? So there are 5 points in travel, but what is that? In immigration you go, you don't come back. If usually you go and then news comes back. Sorry, ma'am. But exactly why I have written personal separately and immigration separately is personal you go, you come back. Immigration you go, news comes back that you passed away, lost in transit, drugged, fell in the river. Now, so now 5 points done, sir. 5 points done. Wait. 5 points done. You will either do a business or you will do what? Employment. So one more point added. Now how many points done? Your counting doesn't exceed 5. 6 points done. How many left now? 2. 2 more left. Now when you travel, it's always better to have someone there, a relative or someone to help you either in stay or going out and exploring the city. Right? Corrupted people, corrupted people. So when you travel, you stay at a relative place, that is. Now how many points that? Now you don't have to write anything. This is not to be written. This was I'm trying to make you remember. You are so accustomed to write like stupid people. You're not even trying to keep it in your head. The purpose is to keep this in your head, not for you to write. You have already written it here. Why will you write it again? Oof. She is the typewriter. Everything I said she has to write. If there is a mosquito which comes and falls here and a killer, blood is there, she writes blood also. Stupid as she is. And same is copied by her. Then him. Are stupid people come back. How many points done? Silva, how many points done? 7 points done. What is that 1 point that is missing? Now, it is the Indian tradition. Now, when we go to somebody's house, and then when we go to somebody's house, we never go empty-handed. It is our tradition. So we went to the relative's place with a gift. Now all 8 points sorted. Listen to the story. Close your copies. Close your copies. You are not human enough to stop writing. All waiting to become chartered accountant, behavior is like secretary. Everything they will write. Close. Stop. He completed the sentence. Okay, listen. Person travels. What is the purpose that he travels for? Either personal, business, education, or medical. If business doesn't happen, employment will. Or sometimes when he goes, never comes back. Only news comes. Emigration. But when he is going, where will he stay? Relative. And whenever we go to the relative, we never go empty-handed. Okay? 8 points you remember in order. Not supposed to write every goddamn thing. Some things have to be kept in your head. Now, let's see whether you have it or not. Where did I see the advertisement? How much did I pay? To go there. On a tour. To Russia. Tour Russia is okay. What did I enjoy on the ship? Internet. When I got down in Russia, what did they ask? Over. So you need to remember like this. Once again this one. Once again this one. Okay. Now we planned to travel. Travel is for how many purpose? 4 purpose. What are the 4 purpose? Business, education, medical, or personal. Sometimes we go, only news comes back. Immigration. If business doesn't work, employment will. We go to stay at our relatives' place. We never go empty. Okay. Perfect. Done. You should focus. The topic is a theory paper. We can learn it. Now what you have to write is stupid people. In relation to education, now you put a sticky note here. If you have one. If you don't have one, draw a sticky note. But don't get into robbery. You have? Don't give her. Don't give it to her. These are the lazy people. That is what I'm going to write for education. Guys, ready? Guys, ready? So please write. Not Mia. Not Mia. I know what Mia. Not Mia. Sir, there are 3 people who get exemption under LRS. But now, I don't want you to read. I don't want you to do and look into your book. You tell me, out of these 8 cases which is right in front of your eyes, where do you think that this limit of 2,50,000 is very less? Education being one, I will write it now. Where do you think that? Exactly, medical. Where next? Employment, why will you need it? Immigration. See, when you travel outside India, you don't really know. See, I told you, you went, only news comes. So you need to, you are shifting basically your house permanently. So more than 250 may be required for you. It's very much common because you have to take everything which is here. So in immigration it is there, in education and M is for medical. So this will be asked to you as a theory question. What are the items under Schedule 3 where the limit of 2,50,000 is not applicable? So there are 3 cases. One is medical research, medical treatment, sorry, not research. So if you travel for brain surgery or anything like that, you can get anyone. Education. Again, don't disturb. He is November 24. Let us study. Education and the other is immigration. She will be here the next time also. I come. Only this only. Your means your other batches. Okay. Because November's batch will start soon. Yesterday only ma'am was taking dates. Immigration. So, November. You are not writing in November. She is writing now. Guys, done, sir. Sorry. Sir, let's come to others. This is done. Schedule 3 is done. Now we have done Schedule 3 for individuals only. So other than individual is left. Let's come to other than individual, and then straight away we will move to capital account. Adi. Other than individual. than individual. So now, sir, in other than individual, who all will come? Oh no, obviously it's business. I also know. Right. Now, understand this, sir. Sir. First, let me make this thing clear. This 2,50,000 limit which was there was for individuals. Now, when we are going to do other than individuals, here separate limits will be there related to separate activity. So, I am writing this just for your understanding. Note, here is no limit of 2,50,000. 2,50,000 has no limit here. That is, there are different limits, but not this. Like the first one is donation. Because half the fraud happened in donation only. You give 10 rupees, you take benefit of 10,000. Permission of RBI. Permission of RBI. When do you require permission of RBI? If your donation exceeds 1% of foreign exchange. If the donation exceeds 1% of foreign exchange. 1% of foreign exchange during 3 financial years or USD 50 lakh, whichever is less. Okay, so if I have made a donation where the donation amount is exceeding 1% of foreign exchange during the 3 financial year or 50 lakhs, whichever is lower. Okay, whichever is lower. But this donation is in only what places? Only in CFI. Only in CFI. It is allowed where? CFI. What does CFI mean? Consolidated financial statements? No. CFS, cash flow statement. This is CFI. Okay. What is CFI, sir? CFI. It is done to create chairs in educational institutes. Sir, what do you mean by creation of chairs? Not literal chairs. Means that donation was made to become a trustee in the college. Creation of chairs. Alright, if you don't know creation of chairs, write trustee. Otherwise, you gave funds to charitable institution in order to meet their expenses. Or last but not the least, to any technical institution like IIT. What if to ICAI? ICAI covered under funds. If a company wants to give, they can. After listening to this lecture, they can give a lot of funding to ICAI, just in return ask them to pass. They won't. Now, sir, I am Avni Private Group. Okay, I am a residential house builder in India. I am going to sell my plot, sell my house to foreigners. Understand this? I am Avni Group Builder and I am going to sell my house to foreigners who are outside India. I tell them what? I have an agent who is doing my business abroad, who is selling my property abroad. He is the one selling my property abroad. So I will give him commission, obviously. The commission amount is limited up to $25,000. If it is exceeding $25,000, I need to get permission. Up to $25,000, I need no permission. Sir, here also, sir, if it is, guys, if it is exceeding 1%, I require RBI permission. If it is within 1%, I do not require permission. Okay, it's always exceeding. So the next point that I am writing is commission exceeding 25,000. See, if I am writing this now, commission exceeding $25,000, obviously, for sale of flats. For sale of flats. It's only when it exceeds. Okay, only when it exceeds. Please remember this. See, you can't ask company to every day take regular permission from RBI regarding every transaction in foreign currency that they have. So the limits are based upon what amount you are doing. So if it's exceeding 25,000 commission on sale of flat, then you take the permission from RBI. 1% of foreign exchange which is earned by that company. If you are doing business in foreign currency, then only you will have foreign currency in hand for disposal. God will not give you this money. Now, this has been happening in India, and this will continue to happen in India because certain foreign companies are quite equipped. So Modi ji hired L&T. Okay. Modi ji hired L&T and asked them to build a bridge in India, bridge highway in India. Heavy money has to be paid. Heavy money has to be paid, right? So third point is dedicated to them. Okay. So now this bridge has to be made. Now the bridge needs to be designed as well. You need this Burj Khalifa. It's made on an artificial island. Have you seen that series where they explain how it was built? National Geographic, they explain. And this Bangalore's airport, the new terminal, is the world's, it has been ranked the second most beautiful terminal in the world. Yeah. Now, if you see that they have also shown how that was built. The only thing that I like about it is all the plants which are there inside are all natural plants. They have removed it from the ground elsewhere and brought it to that location and built that terminal. What I don't like about that terminal is it is too big. And the problem is I always get late for my flight. And when you start from the start and your gate is gate number 48, you run for your life. Okay, this was this one time Air India flight. It was supposed to close gate 10 minutes from there. And I had just entered the airport. Security clearance, everything left. As soon as I reached, there was this one thing that I missed this flight. There is no other flight going to Delhi. And the next flight, which is tomorrow, is for 25,000 rupees. I'll prefer going to Bangkok. Not going to Delhi. My bag was there with me. I told them, if you want to check it, you keep it. There is nothing inside the bag. If there are clothes, you keep it. The flight is not expensive. And that time I did not have laptop with me as well because everything was there in Delhi. Everything was available. I just had a small luggage. I was like, if you want, you can keep it. I'm getting late. He was about to close the door. I can see that the Air India door is getting closed like this. But since I had ran for like almost 7 minutes continuously, I could not shout and tell him to wait. Okay. Now the escalator is going down. I'm going down with the escalator. Okay. Nothing on that. As soon as he's like, I pushed the door. I was like, I want to go on this flight because this is the last flight that goes. He's like, sir, I called you 3 times. I said, sir, I'm running. How will I receive my phone? And what would you have done if I would have received the phone? You would have told me, sir, you are getting late for the flight. I know. So, commission, and now these infrastructure projects, what I am trying to tell you is infrastructure projects. The first thing that is need is designing. You don't just go and start, let's start making something will come up. It doesn't happen like that. It is designing work. Designing is known as consultancy. What is it known as? Consultancy. Now write 4th point. Okay, 3rd point. Whatever numbering you want. 3rd, 4th, 5th. Puja. I meant God, Bhagwan, Puja. Everything you take on yourself. Huh? Okay, right, sir. Remittance exceeding If needed, I'll explain again, don't worry. Remittances needed, remittances exceeding USD 100 lakhs per project. So if the payment has to be made exceeding 100 lakh USD, which is what USD? 100 lakh is how much? 1 CR. Means 1 CR USD. If it is exceeding 1 CR USD, then you need to take permission from RBI. Okay. Then even if the government is doing, you need to take permission from RBI. RBI functions as a body separate from the government. It's not a government's long-time girlfriend. Functions alone. Why are you looking at it? Right? Very good. It's incorrect. Cancel. Okay. Done? Okay. Finish. Sir, what does infrastructure mean? I'm just asking roughly. What does infrastructure mean? Right? Infrastructure is Reshma. R for roads and railways. E for education. S for sanitation. H for housing. M for monetary allowance. A for country. If you provide Reshma in your country, that is infrastructure. So Reshma should be available. Pathetic people. Sir, how many of you know what is a credit card? I did not ask have. How many of you know there is a credit card, something like a credit card? Okay, you know what is the credit card? That much knowledge only I need, not more than that. Okay. If you are doing a credit card transaction for all items which are given under Schedule 3, okay, or all items which are given under Schedule 3, if you are doing a credit card transaction, 250 limit is not applicable. You can do as much as you want. If then it should be an international credit card. But, Amex, Pemex, whatever it is. But understand why. Why is the government allowing you international credit card? Why are you worried about here? That we should not pay. Bro, these two will be doing in cash. By card, anything you do, we can track. So if you are spending 3 lakh USD on your trip to Disneyland by international credit card, and then next year you are saying that my basic exemption limit income is not crossing 2,50,000. Then we know that your time for IT has come. They will call you to the tribunal and then you show Disney and land both at the same place with Disney and land. Then you won't be able to land on your feet. Okay, next. Okay, now there will be some people who bring money into India. Investments brought into India. So who are those people? FII, financial foreign institutional investors. Who? Capital. I said FII, so he remembered that it is there in capital gains chapter. I understand. Very good. Very nice. Clap for it. There is a new company which is being formed in India. X Limited. Okay? X Limited. There is a new company being formed in India, X Limited. And that company is making remittances for pre-incorporation expenses. You understand what is pre-incorporation expenses? Pre-incorporation contracts, pre-incorporation expenses. You need permission only when the value exceeds 1 lakh USD. Only when the value exceeds 1 lakh USD or 5% of investment, whatever they are doing in India. So let's say foreign direct investment, FDI is happening in India. Amazon is coming into India. Amazon hired Nikhil. So hold your horses. They hired Nikhil as a promoter of the company to incur pre-incorporation expenses. He incurs a pre-incorporation expense of, let's say, up to $1 lakh. Up to $1 lakh, he can be paid commission without permission. Exceeding rupees 1 lakh, permission required by RBI. This was the last point, right? Quickly. Arey, what line? You said. You. Very difficult to believe. What happened, guys? What? WEH, whichever is higher. Sir, other than individual also done. See, I know you are looking for break. I tell you very simply. When are you doing it? On the top. 450. No, what I am telling you is, this is what we are doing. After this, capital account is there. Current account, capital account is there. Once we finish with capital account, then you take a break. And then in the last session, we do answer writing. Okay. Now, remittance is exceeding. Let's write an example also. This is this company, Amazon India. We'll do it later. We could do it. In the break, we'll do. No? Break is for break only. Acha, we finish this, then we do. Okay? Capital account. Please. Let me have the satisfaction of completing this. Okay. India is a company in India or in Russia? Google India? India. So Amazon India is coming into India. Okay. And he wants to set up his business in India. Okay. So he hires Devi as the promoter. So Devi will incur pre-incorporation cost, pre-expenses up to this much. Pre-expense, pre-incorporation, that is, bro. Excuse me. No, Weasley. This one is higher. Let me just take one. Higher. No. We want to get investment amount can be smaller as well. FEMA should think that. See, I would prefer reporting anything over 10,000 should be paid, because understand, this is only a promoter. Why pay him so much money? And you pay me 1 lakh USD, that is almost 83 lakh rupees, just to start a company. What can you do that? I cannot do that if the company starts. I will hire very easy. Joshua, I will leave the company. Joshua disappeared. Is he sitting below somewhere? Sir, there is a diagram in the book. Can I show you? There is a diagram in the book. Can I show you? Come. First, come here. 5%. Yeah. They written 5% only. Though.
25.
No. 1 second. Oh, or 5%. Sorry. 25,000 or 5%. Guys, there is one 5% more add here now. Missed this 5%. The 5% is also on commission on sale of plant, whichever is higher. You understand, in all these points they have given higher, should have been lower. Because then more reporting will become strict. So that people should participate in foreign trade, otherwise they won't even participate. There will be no FDI coming into India if there is so much restriction. Yes, there is this one diagram. Come to the diagram. It is in your book only. Which page number? Can you see? Visible. What does it say? Capital account transaction means any transaction. There is some confusion with the arrow. If you have, I draw it with a different color, but please everyone see here. On the board, please. Even if there is any problem with the color, I'll draw. No problem. It says, see again. Which color should I use? Let me use red. Asset or liability is where? India. First point I'm doing. Means my land, right? That my land is located in India. You understand this capital account is literally 60% over. You get this point clearly in your head. Asset or liability is in India. Okay? Person resident outside India. But since asset and liability is in India, we will record it in capital. Yes. Asset or liability, including contingent liability, is outside India. Asset is outside India. Person is resident in India. We will record it. Either we catch the asset or we catch the person. Capital account first sentence you write. This is not to be written in the exam. First sentence. This is for your own understanding. Either catch capital. It's not new heading. It's just capital account. You did current account before. Now capital account. We started with current account only, na? Schedule 1, 2, 3 current account. Yes. I asked. We started with current. First she said no. Then she did like this. So it's there na current account. Huh? I thought maybe I missed the heading. Okay, this is the now right on top capital account first. Big heading. It's not subheading, it's big heading. Okay. And beneath it write note. Just for your understanding in your local language. Means local, whatever you understand. See, I used to write in Hindi. In our teacher used to teach, I used to write everything in Hindi. If Hindi is more understandable, then why not use Hindi? Like in this case, I would have said, या तो asset अपना हो या आदमी अपना हो. एकदम simple. या तो asset अपना हो या आदमी अपना हो. So how do you put it in English? Either asset or liability is in India. Either asset or liability is in India. Maths, chapter maths, differentiation. Either asset or liability is in India, or either asset or liability is in India, or asset and liability is outside India, person resident in India. Asset or liability outside India, but person resident in India. However, who will define what is contingent liability? Who will take that bullet to define what is contingent liability? Hey, amazing definition. If something happens, this will happen. Your definition is just like what is ball? Ball is round. And what is round? What is ball? Sir, contingent liability means those liabilities which are based on happening or not happening of some uncertain event. Absolutely right. I know she said. Listening to her only I said. So that is known as contingent liability. Okay. So even if it results in a contingent liability, it will be here. I am giving you one good example. You remember the Bhopal gas tragedy? Bhopal gas tragedy. There is also a series made on it now, Railway Man. Bhopal gas tragedy. The compensation was paid by Union Carbide to India. Heavy compensation. Because it was because of their activity that India had to incur a liability. That is also contingent liability. An example of contingent liability. Because they were doing risky business without proper protection. That led to a liability in India. Okay. Take 2 minutes, relax, stretch your arms, then we'll start. Take 2 minutes. I could understand from your body language. Take 2 minutes. Take 5 minutes. No problem. Take 5 minutes. I am ready to wait. No problem. What you want? 5 minutes, so he will take to get it outside the bag.
Correct.
Which diagram? Oh, I did not say to go.
Yes.
Okay, 5 minutes. Go, go. But I said 5 minutes, so I need 5 minutes. I start by 3:40 again. So you stretch your legs here, not that you just came from outside, huh? Both of them are totally cracked. And okay. Hope you Just sit. Sit. Let's finish this off. Okay, sit. Guys, sit. Guys, sit. Set. Zoom on what? Guys, sit. First of all, quickly, sit. Not much, half an hour. That's all. Okay, sit. Settle down. Puja. You. Sir, from now onwards, we will call it cat. Cat. Okay, done. We are done. Okay, guys. Come in serious note. Let's finish this off. We'll take 35 minutes to do this. Capital account transactions are small. There are only 2 schedules. There are 3 schedules. There are only 2 schedules. Okay, come guys. Sir, capital account transactions first thing in the morning that I discussed. Do they require approval of RBI? Yes or no? So, you know that as per capital account transaction, whatever we learned till now, it requires approval of 2 people. Who? RBI plus central government approval. Who is central government here? MCA, Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Which language are you talking to that I am not able to understand? Sorry? Exactly my point. Whenever I say CG, that literally doesn't mean MCA. Here we require parliamentary approval. CG is here parliamentary. I said CG means MCA, everyone knows. So, sir, there is something which is known as a Finance Act. Right? Have you heard this Finance Act? When is it given by any chance? You know, when is budget? With the budget. So there is this Act, Finance Act 2015. Very old act, right? Let me tell you the story which was behind it. Before the Finance Act 2015, RBI has 100% control over all capital investments. RBI had the power to make rules. RBI had 100% control before 2015. After 2015, what happened was, after 2015, you wait, you write once I'm finished. I'll give you time. After 2015 happened what? RBI and central government divided work because RBI was having excess workload. Okay. Government department, the workload suddenly increases. In private sector, workload is always very high. So what happened was, RBI took all the instrument. What instrument? Debt instrument. Now, sir, debt instrument does not mean debenture. Okay? Debt instrument means everything related to loans, credit facility, bonds, and debentures. Okay. This permission related to this, amount related to this, all this was done with permission of RBI. It required RBI approval. Okay, not SEBI. RBI, foreign currency we are talking. If you are listed, then SEBI will come. But RBI will never go since foreign currency is involved. The next part is, and the government took what? Non-debt instrument. So what is non-debt instrument? Any guess? Non-debt instruments are investment in equity, LLP contribution. Suppose foreign LLP, you remember? And Indians can form foreign LLP. And equity and shares of pref. That is preference. All this required approval of central government. So this is how capital accounts were now being run. One required permission, debt instruments required permission of RBI, and non-debt instrument required CG approval. This is how they were functioning. Okay, now you copy. Now you copy. That is heading only. Quickly copy. Pooja. So basically, if you see, they have not divided transaction. Okay, you know, in the syllabus, up till 2019 attempt, there was a list in CFI of all the limits which are there. Imagine that could have come in your syllabus. But 15th October, that list was deleted by RBI themselves. We are not saying by ICI, RBI. So RBI central government said that in these items we have control. Anything apart from this, you come for permission. We will decide the limit on individual basis rather than giving you the limit. We will decide on case to case basis. That is why we say no, you apply it to central government. Like this 2,50,000 limit is not for capital, it's only for current. You are the main problem. Last, where have you left any effort to not do something like that? You have utilized it to perfection. Utilization of resources. Arre. Done. Shares of preference, not preference. What? Aggressive trader? Finish this, then break. Or break, then finish this. Which one? Finish it. What do? You finish it, then take break or break first? Finish it, then break. I think. Aspiration. How many say break now? You guys don't have majority, only 6 people. Pratiksha's sister and all you 4 5 years. 20 minutes I'll finish. So in 20 minutes we'll finish though. You do one thing. You take 20 minutes break now. When they are doing 20 minutes, you watch recording. Everyone happy. You finish writing this syllabus. Writing done. Everyone writing done. People's writing done. Okay, lovely. Sir, but there is this one question in my head. That what are the activities? Means what can we do with capital account? Or who can do capital account transaction? Is this one thing in my head? What capital account transaction I can do and who can do it? Okay, who? So there is this two cute sections which are together, section with subsection, cute section with subsection, but I wanted to draw. So there is some drawing in here. So you put 2 lovely stickers. Okay. Because she is distracting me. And with her he. Guys, draw this. Put in 2 good sticky notes looking good like that and should look pretty. Huh? Huh. Should look pretty. See, you notice one thing. He was so quietly studying. Shakti, so quietly. William, absolutely right. You are absolutely right. She was so quietly studying there since morning. You sent the disturbing element to her. Nothing. I know. Okay. So now we are taking. No. If you want to write it in sticky note, because I'm trying to explain this fact that we are having 2 people right now. That is why I've used different colors. One people is SRK. Shahrukh Khan. Okay. One person is Shahrukh Khan. SRK. He is a person resident in India. PRII. Person resident in India. The other person is Nora Fateh. Okay. Person resident outside India. I don't know any heroine that you know in Tamil movie industry, otherwise I'm telling you. I. Not you, I. Okay, guys. Now, let's see how much do you remember what we did today. Nothing else. There was this one time that I said there is something a person in India can't do, and then I wrote 3 things. Can't hold, and there were 3 things. Sorry? Foreign exchange, foreign security, immovable property. That I said in relation to what? That cannot go as current account. As capital account, it is allowed, but it requires permission of RBI. So if I get it approved from RBI, then for whom? Person resident in India. Come. We'll write. See what I am writing. Just copy that only. And then we'll come to this. Words I am trying to make as different as possible. Own, transfer. Hold, own, transfer. Or invest. The same I am copying here as well. See. Copy. You will obviously have to write it again. Very sorry for that. Use technology. Now in what, sir? Currency, security, or property, immovable property. You will copy it here as well. Sir, let me create some problems in your head, okay? And then I'll see how will you solve it. I was a person resident in India. I purchased 10 lakh shares in Reliance. Okay? Now I am a person resident outside India. What is the future of those shares? Think. Person resident in India, hold, own, transfer, invest, currency, security, immovable property, acquired by himself, when he was person resident outside India, or inherited by person resident outside India. Understand this, sir. You are allowed to. Section number 5 was restricting you to hold, remember? Do one thing, guys. Guys. 1 second. You have written the above one. Once you write, you are done with the above one. Just quickly go to section number 5 and read what you wrote in section number 5. Actually, 4. Hold. Section number 4. Holding. Holding company. Guys, Kim, read that. Now come back here. Now understand. There was this foreign security shares in shares of Apple. I purchased when I was in New York, person resident outside India. Okay. Now I come to India. I'm a person resident in India and I'm having shares of Apple. Can I still hold them? The answer is yes. Because section 6.4 is allowing me. So section 6.4 and section 6.5 are exceptions of section number 4. Linkage. I was waiting to write this. Now I write these are exceptions of section 4. You understand how it is an exception, everyone? Okay. Remember it in your mind that we have 20-25 max with this. 20-25 minutes max. So don't get totally off of the topic. Only 20 minutes attention I need yours. That is it. Only 20. 20. This much. Okay. Rest I'll take care. Don't worry. This one is done? No, sir. Yes, sir. Done? Done, sir. Done. Everyone? Now the same thing was written here. What is the difference? What difference would it make? Achha, what is this inherited mean? There is a person, grandfather, who has shares of Apple, resident outside India. Now he dies and everything comes to you as a nominee and you are a person resident in India. Can you hold it? Yes. RK can't stop you, saying that you have to first, now bring his body here. Keep it in India for 182 days. Make the body resident. Won't be possible, no? Make the body resident. Everything will be same. Okay. But obviously you will have to write it. With me, I can just do this. Copy. Paste. And just change two words. Very simple. You are PROI, I am PRI, or you are PRI, I am PRI. Finish. End of discussion. Now, in this case, the grandfather is a resident in India, and he has appointed his grandson as his nominee for shares that he holds in Reliance. Now he dies, it goes to him. So he can also hold it. Same, other way around, opposite. This can come as a case study, That is nice. Always. No problem, keep talking. Okay, sir. Sir, we will be dividing transactions into two parts. Now, what we are going to do is, and this is the last part. This is the last. You can see the light at the end of the road. It is the last part. Transactions are being divided into two parts. First, I tell you those which are allowed by person resident in India and person resident outside India, which are allowed. And then I'll tell you one transaction, one list I'll give you, which are prohibited. Nobody can do those transactions. It is not allowed. So basically what we are doing is we are going to take two vectors here like this. When we are going to do two characterization. And the third one will be in middle, that we will talk later. About those transactions, first sector is allowed, second sector is prohibited. And there is one thing in middle that we will write, but not on that graph. Okay, you just draw what I am trying. That's it. So there are three sectors that transactions will be divided now. You just give a heading transaction, and guys, this is the last portion, okay? So you can say who, how, whatever it is, and then do it. Three parts. Allowed, allowed with restriction, allowed without restriction, and the last one, prohibited. Prohibited, not allowed at all. They are prohibited, not allowed at all. Okay, absolutely not allowed. Means if you do these transactions, they'll shoot you. Not exactly shoot. Done. What is the first heading in prohibited, you know? Any guess? Amount exceeding, exactly. Amount exceeding 2,50,000 USD. 2,50,000 USD for current account transaction. For current account transaction. So if you are having a current account transaction where amount is exceeding 2,50,000, that is simply not permitted. Written. Next. Prohibited only. There is this acronym that I am going to write. Okay. The acronym is very simple. NC cart. NC cart, not car. NC cart. Cart. Not cart. CRT, cart. Okay. There is a person resident outside India. Cannot invest in them. What are these? For. How did you get that? For Nidhi. For Nidhi. Nidhi company. C for chit fund. Lakshmi chit fund. 21 days, paisa double. Amount double. Chit fund. Scam. A is beautiful. Agriculture. It's our agriculture. We don't want you to invest in our agriculture. It's sacred to India. Agriculture. R is for any guess. Random guess. Yeah, wrote. Real estate. That is why you won't see any company outside India coming and making buildings here. For real estate residential property. Huh? They do it, but they have their Indian subsidiaries located in India. There is a cheat code for everything. Okay. We won't have a company outside India coming into India without having any of its tentacles in India. Subsidiaries are also known as tentacles in foreign language. Tentacles. Sorry? Oh, you will also guess. Amazing. Participate. T is for guess. T is for T. TDR. They are known as transferable development rights. TDR. I will explain what it is. It is in capital gain as well. Then you will tell me CA final. Anything, I think the entire syllabus that I studied in intermediate has gone to CA final. Whatever I say, you say CA final. TDR. See, CA final, na? CA final. Transfer development rights. And now I'm turning off the camera so that you can see. One. It's visible. But I'm sitting right here. Let me write. What is TDR, sir? Transfer development right. Government wants to make a highway. My house is coming in between.
Compulsory.
My house is coming in between. Government does compulsory acquisition. Okay, that is not TDR. You should feel that you know it. Creates interest. Now, what is TDR? There is a stamp duty value of every house property. What is it? Stamp duty value. No? What is the calculated section? Stamp duty value. The TDR is also not that. So what is TDR? I have a house property. It has been done in Telangana. This is done in Telangana. Okay. I have a house property. I will give it to the government. Okay. I transfer my right to the government. The government will make a project on it. A house or something like that. After that, the government will give it back to me. Okay. The government will give it back to me. They will give me quarters based upon the land's value that I had. Let's say they built a 4-story building. They will give me first and second floor based upon value at what it is. I will not be charged capital gain since I transferred my land. What happens is I will be charged capital gain not when they give it to me. Exactly, it's when we sell the property that capital gain will be charged on us. Yes, you can clap. Not only is there, that is TDR, transfer development rights. That I can't develop my own house. I am giving you the land. You develop it for me. Capital gain will only be charged when I sell it and capital asset. So if I never sell it, then no cap gain. It is under that heading where you can delay the capital gain. It is acquired in 1 year but chargeable in some other year. Okay, I remember that. Yeah, it's there. Yeah. Yes. Sir, this is A, this is B. Now you tell me how will I write this? How should I write this so that it is easier for you? Tell me guys. This is A. I need to go till D. This is A. This is B. Sorry, this is B. This is A, this is B. How should I go to C? Next page. When I transfer land, they don't charge capital gain as far as I remember. It's only when I get it back and sell it, then capital gain is charged. Right? No? No. I'm missing something to let me know. See, my tax is 2019. Still new. See. No, you see. Sir, there is one country we don't like. Huh? There is a small person who runs around everywhere wearing a long coat. Any transaction with residents of North Korea, any transaction with residents of North Korea, your PTS is also from there. Same. What is different? North Korea have head. North Korea has thing on their head. And they look more manly. And these people look more. Let me not use the word. Yeah, guys, this is a part of prohibition only. I did not have space, that is why I wrote it here. I asked you permission. Don't give me face. I asked you permission. Where should I write? No, doing like this, don't do. You are right in front of me, I can see. You did. Swear on Shakti, you did not. No, not her. Swear on Sharmi, you did not. Yeah, you didn't do na. Swear on her now once, please. Okay. Bye bye. Bye bye. Sharmi. Okay, sir. Last one. Sir, but sometimes what happens is, wait. Point C is telling me any transaction with North Korea, please don't do. Okay. What about existing transaction, which is already in process? What should I do that? There should be a date now. There should be a date of settlement, right? Any transaction existing. No. Any transaction existing end by 21st April 2017. So, sir, any transaction you have by 21st April 2017, actually not by, from 21st April 2017, 180 days ended. Sir, what is 180 days from 21st September? 21st April? Quickly, calculate and tell me. 180 days from 21st April. So by 19th September, you should end it. These are the list of 4 transactions which are completely October. 19 October, you should end it. List of 4 transactions which are prohibited. You take a break of 20 minutes, you come back, you finish it 10 minutes. Take it. Because it's 4:18 now, so we'll need 20 minutes. You take a break. How much time? Half an hour. 450 back. 450 back, half an hour. But 450 back. I take 20 minutes from there, we'll finish this, then answer it. Or dance or whatever you want. Puja will sing for us. Close the door. Guys. Let me first show you what we have left so that you can allow me 20 minutes because I see a lot of things are here which are attracting you. I understand. But I'm just showing you what I have left and then you decide whether I can get 20 minutes of your attention or not. Okay? Under permissible transaction, this one, under this heading, allowed and permissible is the same word, synonym. What I have left is this much. I'm just showing you. Okay. This list I have to complete and schedule to this list I have to complete. That is it. So I need your undivided attention for 20 minutes. You give it to me and then we all say together. And see, it's not about portion getting over. If you see, this topic I could have come in the morning and finished it in 3 hours. I still took 5 hours for it. Because the thing is not to create. So, I read what times in the morning? Economic Times. On which what was written? An advertisement was there for a share. In how much money? 150,000. To go on a tour with other enjoying TV, internet. When I got down, I did. Perfect. People travel is for medical, either employment, immigration. When you stay at your relative, you never go empty-handed. Give difference. You need to remember. See, when I know that the question will be asked, I usually take a lot of time here because I know they will ask. So why do not take a little more time and make you remember that? also places where they can't ask you a question like name all items which are given in schedule 1. Because if you see here, they are items from A till item from K. Okay, a lot of items. So here you need to just understand each item. When understand this, when the number of clauses are small, that is when you need to fear a direct question that can ask you a lot of things. Here, if you notice A till K, there are how many points? 11. And the maximum question that can come is for 6 marks. So they will not ask you 11. Plus, there are no direct questions asked in the paper. Okay, so understand how the institute thinks. Okay. Okay. So now we are going to talk about list of transactions which are permissible, means allowed for whom? Who is this person that I am talking about? Person what in India? Resident in India. So SRK. What can SRK do? Okay, what can SRK do? Now sir, one more thing. Is it in capacity of individual or company or others? Sir, it is person resident in India. Okay, so it will include all person because it is not said for individual. So it is including everyone. So think from everyone's point of view. Now, first, investment by a person resident in India in foreign security. It is allowed. So simple. Ramesh, our friend, my friend Pintu, our friend. Pintu wants to invest and buy shares in Apple. Can he do that? Yes. Pintu is allowed. Only he has to. Okay. One thing you write in the book or in the copy wherever you want to. In the book only you write buy 3.29 by AP. What does AP mean? You have space. Okay, do one thing, guys. Do one thing. Prepare noting side by side. What I'm saying side by side means is the moment I say one point here, in the note, within restriction, you write schedule 1 heading like this. See, schedule 1 heading like this. You wrote this now, allowed with restriction. Beneath this, you write schedule 1 and then you write points accordingly. Once I explain one point, I will dictate, you write. Clear? So first write schedule 1 quickly. Under that heading only, Pooja. Okay, schedule 1, write first point. Investment in foreign securities. Investment in foreign securities. It's basically Pintu buying shares in Apple. Is it possible? Yes. He should do it by authorized person. So he chooses Indy money. IND money, sorry. Tell me I have the charger. Please tell me. Please. Please. Today only I'll forget about it. Yeah. 6%. You have charger? You have charger? Charger. That. What you? Come on, quickly. Sorry? Foreign currency. Okay. Point 2 is incorrect. Point 2 is incorrect. Okay. So cancel. Next point. I just need the cable. That will be enough. One second. Fine. Thank you. Okay. Guys, too much whistling. Next. Foreign currency loans raised in India and abroad by a person resident in India. Again, my friend Pintu. Okay. He is taking loan from HDFC US or he is taking loan from HDFC India. Under both cases, Pintu is liable. Okay. Why Pintu is liable? Means Pintu is allowed. Why? Because he's a person resident in India. So he is in India and he's taking loan from HDFC US. So money is coming from outside. Or he goes to US or he takes a loan there in foreign currency. Means only one thing is important, foreign currency and Pintu. Nothing else. So next point means in your copy you write loan in foreign currency by PRII. Loan in foreign currency by PRII. Loan in foreign currency by PRII. Pintu, my friend Pintu. Now, my friend Pintu has an immovable property outside India. He's very rich. Okay. So, he has a property in Disneyland. Yeah. So, what he does is he sends it to someone else outside India. But we will tax it. Means we will include it. Why? Because Pintu is in India. Na? So, next point. Transfer of immovable property outside India by PRII. Next point you will write in your copy. Transfer of immovable property outside India by PRII. Transfer of immovable property outside India by PRII. Now my brother wants to take a loan from HDFC India and he is sitting, my brother Pintu, okay. So my brother Pintu wants to take a loan sitting in Russia from HDFC India because he wants to purchase a property in India. So that loan will only be allowed provided I, being a person in India, not president in India, I being person resident in India, give the guarantee to the loan. Only when I give guarantee, obviously the bank will be able to catch my throat na, because I am in India. If I give guarantee, then loans will be sanctioned to him. Guarantee by PRII. Guarantee by PRII. Guarantee by PRII for loan to PROI. Guarantee by PRII for loan to PROI. English. Okay, done. Next point. Export, import or holding of foreign currency. Export, import or holding of currency notes. He is holding currency notes. Our friend Nikhil is holding currency notes and he is allowed to do that because he is a person resident in India. Holding of currency notes. Export, import, holding of currency notes. So you write it like this. How can you write export, import in short? EXIM, hold currency notes. Like he is holding the Bangkok material. Note he is holding. Note. Tarun, what are you looking at? Not holding anything else. Note. Okay, done. Next. Should I come next? Next. Loans and overdrafts by a person resident in India from a person resident outside India. Now, my brother Pintu is giving me a loan. Okay, and I am a person resident in India. What was happening previously? Previously, I was giving him the loan. Now, I am taking the loan. What's the difference? I am in India now. So, government allows because ultimately they will catch my throat. Okay. Next point. Now, how will you write? PROI like this. PROI loans to PRII PRII. Okay, next. Maintenance of foreign currency accounts in India and outside India by person resident in India. Foreign currency accounts, forex accounts. There is also something which is known as a forex card, where you can incur expenditure in foreign currency. They are prepared by banks. Okay, you can go to HDFC provided you have money in the account plus some status in life. Okay, correct. That was the word I was looking for. Now explain them what is okay. Status, standard, anything else, ma'am? Okay. So, maintenance of foreign currency accounts. Oh, Didi. Maintenance of foreign currency accounts. हाँ सर बोलो हो गया रॉड का मतलब अरे रोड रोड बोलते रॉड नहीं बोलते हाँ हाँ है मेरे पास सर कैमरा नहीं मेरा हम तो इसमें से करता है अपना क्या बोलते हैं इससे लैपटॉप से मेरा उसी का कैमरा बहुत अच्छा है फोन का भी बहुत अच्छा है स्टैंड वैंड है सब मेरे पास हाँ तो सर हम जहाँ छोड़ के थोड़ी ना जाएंगे तभी लेके आएंगे पूरा लगेज के साथ ही आ हाँ क्या बोल किसका चाहिए आपको सर होंगे इनके पास तब तो आएंगे अब आप इनको इतने हाँ तो और बचा कौन हाँ 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 नो सर मेरा तो सब पीडीएफ फॉर्म में है सर आपको सब भेज चुका हूँ अरे वहां आके सुबह प्रिंट करा लूंगा ना या तो यहाँ पर अच्छा रुको मैं यहाँ पर ट्राई करूँगा रुको रुको मैं यहाँ से कर ठीक है ओके ठीक है मैं बोल देता हूँ आदि सर ही तो बचे सर और बचा कौन आदि और काला सर ही तो है मैं अभी ग्रुप में लिख देता हूँ टेंशन में किशन सर तो नहीं आएंगे सर आपने तो बोल ही दिया होगा मैं रुको 10 मिनट दो मेरे को ग्रुप में मैसेज डाल देता हूँ बस मैं आज सिलेबस खत्म कर रहा हूँ किशन सर क्यों नहीं आएंगे मतलब हाँ आएंगे मैंने बोला उनको तो आपने बोल ही दिया होगा बुक के लिए ये बोल रहा हूँ मैं बोल देता हूँ मैं 10 मिनट दो मेरे को मैं बोल देता खत्म ही कर रहा हूँ हो गया पूजा no not copy is there any printer nearby any printing facilities nearby printing that book PDF that is there na I want any deposit chapter the most colorful chapter which is there okay 5 pages of that the notes that we have written na, means the one I have written 5 pages of that 5 pages okay this obviously color no not black and white color for color say that it is urgent say that it is very urgent somebody might die take Sharmi's name okay 10 pages actually I need it for the shoot that is okay great. Otherwise we'll get it done from outside itself if they are not able to there will be some printer here and there education something will be there I know that is why I said yes to you the moment you said it baniya bro baniya guys others right others still half a page is left the more you delay the more we have to extend right this is done next one this is something that was an example in the morning can you tell me where this was the example taking out insurance policy by a person resident in India from an insurance company outside India. Insurance was the example where somebody was paying somebody's premium. You remember in the morning? Very good. Sorry? Black and white doesn't do. Students don't like black and white. I don't like black and white. I like color. Whose brother? Yeah, my brothers. I gave the example of my brother now. Right, next point. Insurance policy. Person resident in India. Company X PLC and it is in London. And I'm taking a life insurance policy. So this is what you should write, but then okay. Person resident in India, PRII, LIC,
It started with G.
जीवन के साथ PG. Life insurance policy from company outside India. From company outside India, which I took XPLC. Actually, in foreign countries, they don't use the word limited liability. They use PLC, public limited company. Or they use LLC, limited liability company. Outside India. Yeah, because you are in India, na? So if both of them were in India, then the foreign currency won't come only. One has to be outside. And in this case, the other person is. Sir. Here we were taking. Oi. In F, we were taking. No, it's not the same point. In F, we were taking. Now we are giving. So there is the difference. It's not the same point. See clearly. So here it will be person resident in India. Loans to person resident outside India. For you, it is so comfortable. Taking, giving, both allowed. Giving, taking, both allowed. Who were you exactly trying to talk? Just tell me. Which bench was your target area? You? No, she was the writing. Devi was the writing. You were the target area.
Yes.
See, from there, you don't trust her. Your best friend. Give her water. Give it. Water should be. Size of the bottle. The entire area will have water from it. Next one. Okay, next one. Remittance outside India of capital assets of a person resident in India. I have a person resident in India. I have a capital asset. Now see, drawing, so that you remember. Words will be a little less, drawing is better. Person resident in India. I have a land. This is in UK, not Uttarakhand. And then there is a property. I put the property on rent. Okay. And this rental income is what I am talking about. So if a person resident in India has a land outside India, the rental income which he is getting there, that is the income that we are allowing. And this is allowed where? Is the rental income is allowed under current account? No? Current account transactions, they allow this rental income. They do not prohibit it. Okay. So it is allowed in current and capital both. Okay. It's not prohibited anywhere. But where will it be recorded? Current account. Okay. Now understand this. Why have they given it in current account? It's a remittance which you are giving, remittance outside India of a capital asset of a person resident in India. You are giving it outside. That means that the land is not in UK, the land is in India. And you are living in that property. You are the user. Pintu is the user. Google India, you know, I'll make it simple for you. Google India, you know. Now Google India has a land owned in India. Okay, they are not using it. I go to Google India, I tell them that I want to set up a education center here. Okay, they are like, okay sir, you set up your education center. You are a person resident in India, I am a person resident outside India. So I set up my education center here, and whatever I am paying them rent, for them, it will come under that rent payment which I am making remittances outside India. So I am making that remittance, that will come under capital. So when I am receiving it is current. When I am making it is capital. If you are not able to retain that point in your head, you should write it somewhere. When you are receiving rent, When I say you should write, that means you should write. When you are receiving rent, that's not an option. People see it as an option. When you are receiving rent, it is current. If you are paying it, then capital. Receiving rent, current, paying it, capital. Receiving rent, current, paying it, capital. Receiving rent, current, giving rent, cap. Next. Sir, this last one, derivatives. You know, there is something which is known as a commodity market. And there is one thing which is known as a share market. What is sold in the commodity market? He was coming to it. Pulses, oils, coriander, ginger, all these are sold. But that doesn't mean that I buy it for 5,000 kg of gold and 5,000 kg of ginger, so it will come to my house. No, sir, 5,000 kg. That doesn't happen. Derivatives, these are known as derivatives, where the value is derived from the actual demand and supply which is there in the market. Which is the actual demand and supply. What I'm saying, the derivatives are, they derive their value from the. Imagine this is potato. Imagine this is potato. Okay. This is potato. Okay. Imagine this is potato. Now this potato is this. They understand. Okay, this is potato. Right? Now this is being sold for 5,000 kg I have purchased. And let's say 10 rupees per kg. Okay, 10 rupees per kg. That doesn't mean 5,000 points will come to. No. Now the actual demand and supply of potato, the price might rise or fall depending upon the actual market. The price of potatoes security is deriving its value from the actual demand and supply. That is why these are known as derivatives, and they are sold in the market. Derivative, the basic meaning of the word derivative, it's something which derives its value from change of something else. That is called derivative. I can even say that all the stocks on the budget day are derivatives, because the moment the budget is declared, the stock market starts to shake. Okay, it shook immensely that day because it was just an interim budget. The final budget which will appear, that time period, the entire market will be on its head. That day, so many investors messaged me. Investor tycoon. Sir, give me 20 lakh, I will make it 30 lakh by evening. This is this portfolio, buy this share. Because they know that what I do. So everyone, some of the teachers, sir, if Modi, there is wonder, if Modi Bhatt invest in these 4 securities, to all of them I replied just one thing. I recorded one audio, mutualfundsahihai.com, and I sent it to all of them. That in my life, the word investment will now onwards, for the last 2 years onwards till now, means mutual fund, and it will continue to mean the same. I have 30-40 lakh rupees blocked in mutual fund. I want that to stay. With the day it becomes 1 crore, 1 CR, then we'll think of some other investment. Not until then. I am very happy with my. To all of them, I replied just one thing: mutualfundsahihai.com. There is a .com behind that, where it says that you can start from 500 rupees SIP. Simple, safest form of investment. No greed. Okay. So last one, derivative contracts. Derivative contracts. Just write the word derivative contracts. Derivative contracts. Derivative contracts. Okay. Second list, we are going to schedule number 2. This is almost the last, because schedule number 3 just has 2 items: transaction with no restriction. So you reach H, and it is celebrations after that. Okay. Hold your horses. Slow. Schedule number 2. Now, what should Puja? What you should do is your list must have been straightly filled in the copy. Straightly, you draw a line like this. You draw a line in between, and then beside that you write schedule 2. Or if the page is already full, you write it on the next page, schedule 2. But it is under the heading of permissible. Means allowed. No. With. Without it has only 2 points. O. That's it. Low. Okay. Yes, we are all entrepreneurs. Come on, quickly. Somebody was discussing something related to business. Okay, first. Now this applies to person resident. This applies to person resident outside India. Outside, that is my brother, not me. This is for him. We are now concerned with rights of the person outside India. Mr. James Rodriguez. James Bond. James Bond. Interesting name. Bond. James Bond. Okay, first point, right. Acquisition and transfer of property. Acquisition, transfer. Array. Acquisition and transfer of immovable property. Acquisition or transfer of immovable property. Or acquisition or transfer of immovable property by PROI. Person resident outside India. So Mr. James.
Alone without restriction.
Yeah, same. But have I went here? Schedule 1, Schedule 2.
Okay.
Not letting me enjoy. Hooligans out here. Main hooligan is she. Next point. Yes, very good, Gayatri. Next point. Guarantee by a person resident outside India. I will tell you something after writing. You will realize, why didn't sir tell us this before? But I want to see whether you will realize it or not. Guarantee by a person resident outside India. Sorry? All the activities are same as Schedule 1. The only thing is, it is for person resident outside India. No, you have to write. I'm sorry. Right. What's sorry? Person resident outside India. Transfer or acquisition by person resident outside India. I guys realized it now. It doesn't want to write. Right. Quickly. Right. Guarantee by a person resident outside India. Now, guarantee is given by person resident outside India. Loan is taken by person resident in India. This, you know where it happens. This happens when trade is done, letter of credit. Have you heard this word, letter of credit? In international trade, that is when it happens. Import and export. Or holding of currency. Import, export or holding of currency. Right. Lazy people. Import, export and holding of currency, I shouldn't have said before. By person resident outside India. I'll give you 2 new points, I promise. It's here. See? Transaction with no restriction. So what? I'm giving you something. This is just like how government does. No, I love Modi ji. Import, export or holding of foreign currency by person resident outside India. Next. Now see, there is new point. There is new point. See. Deposits between person resident in India and person resident outside India. Silva, right? Deposit between person resident in India and person resident outside India. Sir, can you give me an example? Perfect. There is a foreign company who is doing business in India and it's raising deposits from India. Perfect example. What is the maximum period for deposit? Which rule is it given in? The maximum period of deposit is given under which rule? Rule 3. 2(1)(c) is what is not termed as deposit. So, sir, if I take money from my promoters, is it deposit? Yes or no? It is not deposit. Good. Next. Foreign currency account in India by person resident outside India. Foreign currency account in India. Foreign currency account in India by person resident outside India. Next. Remittances of capital assets by PROI. I thought just 1 point left. Sorry, by person resident outside India. Remittances of capital asset by person resident outside India. Mike was far away. Next, derivative contracts. Over. Derivative contracts. Relax. What happened? What is the joke? So what is the joke? Then why are you laughing? Last point, and here we complete the syllabus. Okay. See, last point, and you will write under allowed without restriction. The last point when I say I turn on the camera, whatever as you want, that the enterprise should shake, and you can go ahead with it. Okay. 2 points you have to write. First, write 2 points allowed without restriction. Guys, here you have to write allowed without restriction. Don't make the mistake. Okay? Right. Okay, then you enjoy your life. I promise. Okay, first, what is the difference between depreciation and amortization? Amortization is generally for intangible asset. Very good. So first point, for amortization of loan, I know it happiness. It's for me as well. You were on a crusade, so was I. And I wanted to complete it the right way. So for amortization of loan, and so together, not one person at a time. Oh my God. For amortization of loan, this goes on my YouTube, okay? For depreciation of direct investment, or next point, for amortization of loan, and for depreciation of direct investment in ordinary course So go. Switch it on, go. Ordinary goods of business. Now we can close. Joshua, please take the stage.
Unacademy. Let's crack it.